Hey everybody, welcome back to My Performance Docs. Dr. Brandon here, Dr. James here, and we're back at you with another workout. So similar structure to what we've done before. We're going to do this one off of time, and we're going to start out with our first movement, 60 seconds worth here. Dr. James is going to demo for us doing some diagonal reaching up overhead. Doesn't have to be straight up overhead. Notice he's coming out in front a little bit. If you can't get straight overhead, by all means do so. If you need to be more out in front because of some shoulder mobility or some shoulder pain, get it a little bit more out in front. But definitely getting some shoulders warmed up, getting a little bit of trunk rotation there, getting some weight shifting side to side. Certainly make sure you're balanced while you're doing these. If you feel a little bit off balance there, don't do quite as much weight shifting on the turns.
That's right. This is me reaching up, trying to grab those subscribers here. So if you're watching this and you hadn't subscribed yet, this is me reaching for you. Come on, just come to me. Come to us.
If you hadn't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit it now. If you tuned in last week, you saw we did 3 workouts. So this is going to be week number 2. We got 3 again, 10 minutes total in this workout. All right, we're getting close to time. We're going to be swapping to our next exercise here. And we're switching. So he's going into some diagonal reach throughs. So straight arm plank position right up against the wall and just turning nice and slow, controlled, reaching through that other side. Getting a little trunk rotation again here too. Something to keep in mind when you do this one on the setup here is the farther your feet are away from the wall, the tougher it's going to be on muscles that are holding you up. So in this case, some chest, some shoulders, some triceps. If you need to be a little bit closer to make it easier, certainly get closer there. Make sure you feel balanced. If it feels easy the first 10 seconds, hang on, it's 60 total. So keep that in mind. This workout is going to be 2 rounds of these 5 different movements here. So maybe in the first round it feels a little easy. Just go ahead, push through that 60 seconds. And if you need to make it a little tougher on the second one, you can. All right, Dr. James, you got 10 more seconds here, and we're going to be swapping over to exercise number 3.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah. So by the end of this one,
and here
definitely start to feel a little bit in the backs of my arms or in the triceps. So this switch here to more of a lower body exercise is a welcome change. So, and I'm going to let Dr. Brandon explain it more to y'all, but we're not just picking these exercises out of a hat. We're structuring them, and we're calling on our expertise to do so.
Definitely. So here with this one, just doing a little bit of marching in place. You can get the knees up a little higher there, even with the hips. Certainly do so. If you need some balance help, you can hold on to a box like we've got here. This could also be, could be a piece of furniture. You need to make sure the furniture's heavy. You want to make sure you're stable. Countertop's a good place. Wall could be a good place. If you need 2 hands for support, face that wall or face that countertop. Make sure you're far enough away so you're not hitting your knee on the countertop. So 5 more seconds here. We're going to be swapping to our 3rd movement.
Absolutely.
4th movement here. So some overhead tricep extensions.
Go like this.
So notice here he's got his elbow up, getting it over the top of the shoulder and just letting the elbow bend, and we're getting good extension at the top. And that's what the triceps is doing. It's straightening the elbow. It's getting elbow extension and reaching up towards the sky here. Just to make it a little tougher. Other arm is out to the side, creating some isometrics there within that shoulder.
And I had to do these. Dr. Brandon, he's a big Braves fan, so if he started doing these, he might be going, oh, he'd be throwing in that. Do y'all call it a war chant? Y'all call it tomahawk chop.
Tomahawk chop.
Do they? I don't know if they say that anymore, though.
I don't know. Maybe they don't.
I think sure. Florida State fans still say war chant, though.
Mm.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yep. Doing good so far. Got 10 seconds.
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
Back small arms are feeling okay. This next exercise we got for you, though, is it's going to fatigue them pretty well.
It's going to be a burner. So some diamond push-ups here. So we're going back to the wall. One thing that we had in one of the other videos was some wall push-ups. We used a standard position there between the hands, and we bent the elbows, pushed away. I'm going to grab the camera here and pan in so you can see his hands. So you just got index fingers together, thumbs together, creating that diamond pattern there. And so it puts definitely some more emphasis on the tricep as opposed to the push-up with a standard position between the hands. We'll get a lot more chest and shoulders there and not be quite as taxing on the triceps. Doing good, Dr. James there. Hanging 15 more seconds. So this is the last movement, but we're going to repeat this whole thing, all right? So we're halfway. If you feel like your heart rate's up a little bit, hang in there. Keep breathing. That oxygen coming in and out is super important. And there's time, so we're starting back over. First exercise again. Got some diagonal reaching overhead. So I'm going to touch on one thing real quick while we got 60 seconds on this movement. Dr. James mentioned earlier, you might be asking, why subscribe to our channel? Why watch our videos? Why do these workouts as opposed to others? Because there's tons of stuff out there. So we're both doctors of physical therapy. We're in the clinic every single day helping rehabilitate individuals who have gotten injured, who are having pain, who are having dysfunction, struggling with daily life and different things that they just can't do. And between the two of us, we've got about 20 years of experience within the clinic. As physical therapists, we are movement experts too. So one thing that he mentioned earlier about these workouts, we're not just grabbing stuff out of a hat and seeing what sticks. We're not throwing darts at a dartboard and just putting random exercises together. There's a rhyme, there's a reason, there's a structure here. I'd say the structure even goes as far as the time that we picked and the intervals that we're doing too. All right, second exercise again here. So doing some reach throughs back to the wall again. So definitely that's a good reason to follow us. Hang out with us 3 times a week, and we're going to progress you over a 6-week time span. We're on week number 2 now. And as we continue to go, we'll get to some tougher stuff. We'll get to some specific things there too. But the whole point in the exercises that we picked so far is just to get you moving. Let's get moving. We don't need any equipment. It's stuff you can do at home. It's only 10 minutes worth and some good stuff. So how are your shoulders and triceps feeling so far?
Feeling good. Feeling good. I can definitely tell on round 2 that everything is a little bit more, we'll say fatigued, I guess. Maybe a little more fatigued than round 1. But I'm okay. I mean, it's manageable. I can tell that tomorrow I think I'll realize that I did something. I'll be able to tell. So,
good.
That's what we want, right? We don't want to be so sore that we can't move.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're going to exercise and you're going to take your time to do it, you'd like to at least feel that little reassurance that you've done something, right?
For sure. Easy stuff doesn't get us anywhere. We tell our patients in the clinic the same thing. It needs to be tough. It needs to be challenging in order for us to make those proper physiological changes to the body to help us accomplish our goals, whether that be strength, whether it be range of motion, whether it be endurance, muscle endurance, cardiovascular endurance, and ultimately live life a little bit healthier and make life a little bit easier for things we want to do, things we need to be able to do. So here, Mark, back to the marching. Remember, make sure you're safe, you're balanced. If you need to hold on to something, do so. And if you don't worry about holding on to anything. If you want to march faster to try to get the heart rate up a little bit higher, you can. If you feel like it got up already and you need to go a little slower, go a little slower there, right?
But if you do go slower, it's going to be a little harder to balance if you're not holding on. Keep that in mind.
Very true. All right, moving to the next one here, back to the tomahawk chop, whether it's your Braves fan or if you're a Florida State fan.
My wife is a Florida State fan, and that really hasn't been too big of a problem with me being a Georgia fan. But coming up pretty soon, my understanding is we're about to start having like a home and away series with the Florida State Seminoles. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how we survive.
Man, might be a little tension there.
Could be a little tension
as far as watching that football game is concerned.
I don't know. I don't know that it'll be any more tension than we experience on a fairly regular basis with me not closing cabinets. Apparently, that's a big thing. Ladies out there, gentlemen out there, if you got problems about closing cabinets, go ahead and let us know so I know that I'm not alone. Drop something in the comments. I think that all cabinets should be convertibles anyway. Let's just take the cabinets off. We don't have anything to hide in our cabinets. If you got anything to hide, you ought to be cleaning them out anyway. But yeah, that's what I got to think about that.
All right, moving back in those diamond push-ups. I'll tell you one thing, guys, that he cannot do. He cannot use the excuse that he can't physically shut the cabinet door in the overhead position, because we've seen him do it in this workout right here. He's reached overhead numerous times, and it's on video. We got video proof. So
that's true, but after this, my arms might be so sore that I can't do it.
So speaking of sore, if you get a little bit sore from some of the workouts that we've done, muscle soreness is a normal thing if we've taxed that muscle enough. If we've challenged it beyond its threshold based on the movements and the volume that we're doing, that's a good thing. If it's 1 to 2 days of soreness and it fades away, that's the sweet spot. to help with that soreness, to help with recovery. Make sure you continue to move. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water, and that will help you to recover even quicker.
Absolutely.
So we're almost there. A few more seconds, and this will be the end of this workout right here. 10 minutes worth of good, solid, structured movement. That's good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. You made it through 4. Congratulations. Give yourself a pat on the back. Subscribe to your friends. See you next time.
See you next time.